Welcome back, guys. Today we're playing Skyrim Special Edition. So far we found Miko. We almost got turned to a vampire. And there was a Khajiit that I couldn't buy skooma off of, which I would have if given the chance. And as of now, we're going to Solitude. Miko, you don't have to freaking kill him. Aiming way ahead. Okay, let's go to this town real quick. What's this town? Is this Dragon's Bridge? Sorry, I had to catch my butterflies. Yeah, it's Dragon Bridge. I have never actually walked over to Dragon's Bridge. Okay, I don't know the lore behind Dragon's Bridge, so don't like quote me on this, but like wasn't it built during like when people were worshipping dragons? If I remember correctly. And this is their subtle nod to them, like, oh, thank you, grateful, or not grateful ones, but gods. Sorry, pal, but you've gotta. That was a dead shot to the face. Poor guy. Yeah, if you hear me kill something and say, oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. You have to get used to it. Isn't yeah, this is where a bunch of things go down in the story too. I wish there was a battle on Dragon's Bridge and you could like shout people off. But like it was shallow, like the water was shallow for that like day. Or it just, this bunch of rocks up there and it just catches all the bodies. Dude, I hope the next Elder Scrolls is amazing. I really do.
Make yourself useful and chop up some firewood. There's a few coins in it for you.
Hogrear.
Working hard gives a man reason for drinking hard. Well, that and putting up with a wife like mine.
How old is that stone bridge near your town?
Hard
Near
to
the town.
say. It's ancient. That much we know for sure. It was here long before the town itself. I just hope the bridge survives the war. It's the only place you can cross the Karth River for a long way in either direction. Could be if one side wants to keep the other from coming across. They might try to knock it down.
Sounds like you're having some trouble with your wife.
Her name's Olda. If you've met her, then you probably already know what I'm talking about. I swear that woman is the most spiteful shrew in all of Skyrim. I think there's a chunk of ice where her heart ought to be.
Also, I saw this guy more corner of my eye. These are all cut, okay? Then they're, oh. See, from this angle, I'm like, it's not cut. So I don't think anybody knows about the bridge.
If you're looking for a room, you want the 4 shields.
I'm good. I love Solitude.
They're reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire hunters or something in the old fort.
Doesn't he have a mission for me?
Seen some mean-spirited folk pass through lately. Both the Imperials and Stormcloaks have sent riders this way, scouting the bridge and the lands nearby. They stayed at the inn but didn't pay. They said soldiers don't need to pay because they're risking their lives to protect us. And that's not all. They took a heap of our lumber, and one tried to have his way with my daughter. They think they can do whatever they want.
Jeez. Did you say you came from Markarth?
I grew up an orphan on the streets of Markarth. I'd have died there too, but for the kindness of an old warrior named Logrove the Bent. Logrove rescued me and gave me enough money to get out of the city. I followed the Karth River north and came here. When I met Michelle, I knew this is where I belonged. I suppose that's it, really.
Do you worry about raising a family in these dangerous times?
Of course. Every night I pray that we don't get a visit from a dragon or that 2 armies don't show up to fight over the bridge. You ask if I'm worried. I'm terrified, if you want the truth of it. But I have to stay strong for my wife and children.
What do you want? Oh no. The movie just turned dark. Why? Please be a bandit. What the hell are you doing? Elemental bolt. I'm sorry, Miko. Okay, let's get on our way to Solitude. I should probably get a horse. I think after this I might go to Windhelm for some quests. Hey, who are you? Courier.
Important deliveries to make. No time for chatting.
Am I allowed to... I'm gonna kill him real quick. It's an NPC, they always come back. Courier's letter. Oh no. Let's say disaster month, no? No. Courier's letter. To our respective investor, it seems our expedition to Volk's Edge has met with some resistance from its inhabitants. I know this isn't for the first time, but if you would only provide us with a few more men and supplies, we are certain that the treasures there would yield a return on your investment, this time for sure. If not, we could begin searching prospects outside the Hofgengar. A swift reply would be most appreciated. And then up there is the Thalmor Embassy. But if I remember correctly, General Tullius says that he can't, like, they're gonna attack the Thalmor again. But they can't do that with the Civil War going on. Because in my opinion, Imperials have the right, like, at least if the Imperials win, there won't be as much death after. It's still gonna be fighting. Oh yeah, I'm taking this kid. Him and another girl. I need to buy a house. After this episode, I think I'll do Falkreath. I'll go to
That's
Falkreath.
some fine armor. Good old-fashioned steel.
Eh, that's a good armor, I guess. Isn't this where, what's his name? Yeah.
If you come to Solitude to join the Legion, speak to Rika. If not, just keep your nose clean while you're here, or you'll end up like Rogvir.
Rogvir? Alright, I think that's it. No, I'm not gonna do that. Not that mean.
They can't turn Uncle Rogvir. Tell them he didn't do it.
Positions.
Sorry, you need to go home. Go home and stay there until your mother comes.
Shut up.
You betrayed us! Traitor!
You should tell her that her uncle is scum that betrayed his high king. With it! Best she know now, Advar.
They're all hard.
Rogvir, you helped Ulfric Stormcloak escape the city after he murdered High King Torrig. By opening that gate for Ulfric, you betrayed the people of Solitude.
He doesn't deserve to speak!
There was no murder.
Liar!
Story. He beat the High King in fair combat.
He did.
Such is
In a
our
way.
way. Such is the ancient custom of Skyrim and all Nords.
On this day, I go to Sovngarde.
Some gate guard you are!
Spiced wine for you? It's a family recipe.
Don't think you can barter with me like I'm one of those stamped shopkeepers. Unless we have specific business, I'm not interested. Stay out of trouble, Khajiit.
What do you need?
Proud Spire Manor. Now there's a fine home. Up for sale, too. If you're interested, talk to the steward. Concentrate. The battlefield is full of distractions. Ignore them. Focus on your targets.
I used to be an adventurer like you. Then I took an arrow in the knee.
I don't abide fancy clothes, but you look like you might. I hear Radiant
you lost?
Ravens has a large selection.
Are my men now giving free rein to anyone who wanders into the castle? Do you have some reason to be here, citizen? Have we? Oh, of course. You were at Helgen. One of the prisoners, if I recall correctly. Hadvar's alive. I hope that's true. He's a damn good soldier. But he hasn't reported in yet, so he can't exactly confirm your story. In the meantime, why don't you have a chat with Legate Rika? I suspect we might have use for someone resourceful like you. Not many survived Helgen. Besides, I'm sure your being imprisoned was all a terrible misunderstanding.
I'm telling you, Ulfric's planning an attack on Whiterun.
He'd be insane to try. He doesn't have the men.
That's not what my scouts report, sir. Every day more join his cause. Riften, Dawnstar, and Winterhold support him.
It's not a cause. It's a rebellion.
Call it whatever you like, General. The man's going to try to take Whiterun.
Jarl Balgruuf.
Balgruuf refuses the Legion's right to garrison troops in his city. On the other hand, he also refuses to acknowledge Ulfric's claim.
Well, if he wants to stand outside the protection of the Empire, fine. Let Ulfric pillage his city.
General.
You people and your damn Jarls.
Sir, you can't force a Nord to accept help he hasn't asked for.
If Ulfric's making a move for Whiterun, then we need to be there to stop him. Draft another letter with the usual platitudes, but this time share some of your intelligence regarding Ulfric's plans. Embellish if you have to. We'll let it seem like it's his idea.
Yes, sir.
You Nords and your bloody sense of honor.
You survived Helgen? General Tullius told me what happened. Not many made it out alive. I've got a good feeling about you, and I don't often get good feelings about anything. A warrior knows to trust her gut. I'm not going to go through the normal process with you. I've got a little test lined up. Pass that, and we'll talk about you joining the Legion. Is that confidence or bravado? Confidence I can use. Bravado gets soldiers killed. We'll soon find out. I'm sending you to clear out Fort Hrogstad. If you survive, you'll pass. If you die, then I'll have no further use for your corpse. Sir. Are you ready to test yourself at Fort Hrogstad? The ancients built many of the fortresses that dot the landscape of Skyrim. Sadly, most have fallen into disrepair, and nearly all have been overrun with bandits or other vagabonds. Fort Hrogstad is one of the few that remains mostly intact. We're going to install a garrison there, but first, you're going to clean out the bandits that have moved in. Good, that's what I want to hear. Now go make it happen, soldier. Sir.
We will oust Ulfric from Windhelm soon enough, and when we do, I'll have his head on him.
What is it?
Trouble?
going to end this decay.
You into pieces.
Weren't expecting that, were you? Damn you! Oh well, must have run off.